this one from High Value Man.
High Value Man donated
he wanted us to rate everyone. So going around the table, would you rate your looks on a scale of 1 to 10? Starting with you, go ahead.
10. 5.
5.5.
8.5.
10.
10.
6.5.
I'm gonna go with a 6 today.
Okay, I used to say I was a 6, but I've gained a little bit of weight, so I'm a 5. I'm a 5. So wait, 10, 10, 10. Don't take this the wrong way. There's no 10s at this table. You guys are not 10s.
I think.
And who are you to say that?
Oh, I said I'm a 5. I don't think I'm like super attractive or anything. Like, I'm a little bit chubby right now. I need to lose some weight. Pale as fuck. Getting old.
What makes her not? I just want to know what makes her not a 10. Like, I just want to know what is a 10. Like, what is considered a 10?
It's personal preference.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
No, but what makes a 10? What makes her not a 10?
Objectively, it doesn't exist, if you ask me.
I don't think there's such, like, there's 9s and shit, but.
But you also asked us our opinions.
So if you can't answer that, what makes her not a 10?
How are we wrong?
It's hard for you. Want me to like do an analysis of her like facial features and jaw structure? Like, I'm not going to actually articulate the ways in which she is or isn't a 10.
So what makes a 10 then? If you don't have to do it on her. Just in general, what makes a 10?
I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying you guys are not attractive
Or like
women.
describe in your eyes.
I'm not saying you
10.
guys are not attractive women, but you're not saying you're 10s puts you on par with among the most beautiful. Hold on, let me finish. Saying you're a 10 puts you. You're saying that puts you on par with the most beautiful women in the world. Like, where's the modeling contracts? Maybe you have them. Look, granted, you're an attractive woman. You got pretty eyes. Cool, good for you. But there's no 10s at this table.
But that's your opinion.
It's not my. Okay, here, maybe I should ask a different question.
It's an opinion. It's not fact.
No, but there's an objective component to beauty.
He's right.
For example, if you were a 10, you would not need to wear makeup. If you were actually a 10, granted, and again, you've been invited onto a public platform, so I'm not saying, oh, like, you shouldn't be wearing makeup right now, but like, if you were a 10, would you need to wear makeup?
Most of the 10s do. Models.
Yeah.
Most of them do. They actually are required to for shoots.
I mean, I could articulate it in other ways, but I don't really feel the need to actually articulate the reasons why you're not 10s. I feel like that might be offensive.
So are you saying to be a 10, you have to be a model? Because that's what you said.
We're talking about your looks, your physical beauty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So by you saying that...
But you asked us what we thought about ourselves. So how is that wrong?
No, but like, your self-perception does not determine the reality or how other people see you in the world.
Basically,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Do you think all women are 10s?
No.
Do you think all... Okay.
Well, I'm also not attracted to women, so like...
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Can you think in your mind right now of a guy who you think is unattractive?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you think of a guy who you've ever encountered who thinks he's hot shit but isn't?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, what if that guy, who you think is a 5 or a 6 in looks, said he was a 10?
Well, then that's his opinion. Like,
but is he wrong?
I might not agree with it.
But is he wrong?
Some other girl might think he's a 10.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know some people who have some bad taste in men.
It's just like how different countries have like their different preferences for like beauties too.
Oh yeah.
Like a preference for beauty like depends on different people.
Chimpart Walmart donated $200. Every person has a universal attractiveness score. If everyone on the planet rated everyone, yes, there is personal preference. A universal 7 can be a 9 to someone, but they are still a 7 on the market.
I mean, a better question. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say that, like, from, like, a scientific standpoint, there's, like you said, like, orders to everything. So, for instance, like, acne, sun scars, sun marks, moles, that can all be, like, factored in. And, like you said, there is no really, like, standard. But, let's be so for real. If any of us were a 10, we'd be on Miss Universe or like Miss America, whatever that pageant show is, where they like do like the most attractive like female beauty pageant thing. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, like, so, you know,
there are ubiquitous markers of attraction. It's been studied across 37 countries, 6 continents. If I take any of you and show you to different cultures of guys, there will be like an average of what you will get a rating for. And that's more what we mean when they ask these questions. They're basically trying to highlight how delusional you think you are. So that's essentially that's why they ask the question. They want to know, how delusional do you believe that you are?
Well, if you don't fuck with yourself, then who would? Yeah. It's like, or like, why do you expect people? You know what I mean?
But when
like,
you,
what's
when
wrong
you
with
think,
like finding yourself attractive?
Nothing. But wouldn't you think,
Yeah.
even if you don't think you're that attractive, confidence is truly knowing that and being okay with that, as opposed to saying I'm a 10. Like, objectively, I'm more attractive than when I rate myself, because women rate me higher. But I really think I'm like a 6.5. Women rate me higher than that.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200. If any of you were 10s, you would not be single and having men run away from you or use you for watch sales. Your sexual marketplace value would be very high. Please, less delusion, more reality.
Respectfully, I'd love to see what you look like. And your height and your penis size, everything.
Give us your tax returns. Give us your bank statements.
First off,
respectfully, thank you.
You do realize that he's not claiming that he's some like super physically attractive guy. Like, you can still have an assessment over someone's level of the falsity of their own self-assessment when it comes to their physical attractiveness without you yourself being attractive. Like, it's not like, oh, you must be Brad Pitt in his youth to be able to be able to determine if a woman is attractive or isn't attractive.
Yeah, but it's about his negativity, because like that's negative.
Okay, then all right, yeah, ad hom, that's fine, but
yeah. It's not about
Okay, so you rate yourself a 10. So what do you think someone else would rate you?
Again, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Like, I think
but that's that is the question.
I don't know. It depends.
I mean, I think you know where you fall in society.
Some people
might.
Are
you being honest with yourself, though?
Some people might rate me like a 7. Some people might rate me an 8. Some people might rate me 9, 10. Maybe someone might rate me 4.
Okay, but do you wake up every day, look in the mirror, and is like, damn, I'm a 10?
Yeah,
or
I honestly do.
Are you just saying like, I'm a 10?
I honestly do, and I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah. It's because I think for you to attract the opportunities you want in your life, and for you to attract optimal respect and love and positive experiences, you have to respect and love yourself.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
And I think
that's just delusion, though.
Yeah. You can absolutely respect and love yourself, but no, you're not a 10.
No.
No,
this is like the body positivity movement. This is why it's terrible. It's making people delusional. It's the yes queen, and it's just like, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. You have to know your flaws. You have to know what you need to work on. It's delusional.
Are you talking about character or
talking about your appearance, your look, everything?
Well, what, like, tell me what's wrong with me then, because like I like the way I look.
Well, I didn't say there's anything wrong with you. I'm just saying that you have to be honest with yourself, and you need to know what you need to work on. Facts. And by you saying you're perfect, you're delusional.
Facts. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because
you did. You said you're a 10.
Well,
being a 10 is perfect.
I find myself a 10. I like the way I look.
Okay, well, you need to be real with yourself.
Being a 10 is perfect.
There's nothing wrong with not being a 10. Like, you're not perfect.
Then say what's wrong with her, because you're saying she needs to be real with herself.
Yeah.
Explain why she's not a 10.
I might not be a 10 to you, and that's totally fine.
Well, I want to hear what she has to say about Courtney.
It's not even about what's wrong with you personally and your appearance. It's that you're delusional. You need to understand what
she just called me delusional.
I could give you one answer.
Wait, you just said being delusional is good, though.
I can give you one answer. You're short. That's a reason why you're not a 10.
I mean, I like my height, but
as somebody who likes short women, I object to that statement.
I was gonna say,
that actually
short
to one person you can be 7, or to another person you can be a 10. Like,
Go ahead.
Sorry, but when it comes to height, so in order to even be like a model, supermodel, any of that, there is a minimum height requirement.
Exactly.
No, but okay, first off, a lot of these models are like waif thin and like
anorexic.
But okay, we're using.
Why are we comparing to models?
Because you said you were a 10.
And models are typically 10s.
I mean, I think it's subjective.
I think that anyone should love
It
themselves
depends.
for the parts that they can't control. I don't think like we were saying, I don't think obesity and this whole American culture supporting it is healthy because those are things you can't control. But I think that people should love the parts of themselves that they can't control, because yesterday I was walking on the street and some girl just decided to be like, girl, you have no ass. And like, me, I know I have a fucking
What?
ass. Like, I work out all the time.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Should we get a little
listen.
preview?
No,
like, just
listen.
so. Because.
Listen, I'm walking back to my
That's
fucking
fucked up,
house
by
and she
the way.
says, it's not fucked up, and you know why? Because she wakes up in the fucking morning, she hates herself, and she goes out there and hates on other people. The way people treat other people and speak to other people speaks about how they feel about themselves.
Did she have an ass?
Sure
Did she
So,
have a
you
fat
know,
ass?
and
Wait, can we?
She was
why
in
don't
her
you?
car.
What? Because
my point is,
you should
she
maybe
wakes
show.
up in the
should
fucking...
she show us? Do you want to show us? What?
Show what? My ass?
I guess.
No, because I know I
oh.
have an ass.
Okay, all right, shit, just.
She woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, anyways, she woke up and she chose violence. Me, I was about to choose fucking violence. I was so close to my car. I was about to run into my house, grab my fucking keys, chase her down, and like speak my shit. Or maybe even like, I
You
don't
should
even
have.
know.
Just kidding.
I didn't because I chose peace.
Was
and
she
like,
drunk?
I don't know, maybe.
That seems like something some
she was
idiot drunk
she was
person
driving
would say.
her car. And
Okay, that sounds. I mean, that's wrong.
and
that
my
was wrong
point
of her
is
to
for
do.
like the part, and
was
respectfully, she was what you would consider probably
mid.
Just
obese,
donated
but I would never like.
$200. The girl in white has the face of a catcher's mitt. I can already envision what she's going to look like when she's 40. You're a 4.5 at best, but I'm gonna knock you down to a 3 due to genital herpes.
Bro, what?
Fuck.
No, because
Wow.
I walked
All right.
in and I thought
I mean,
other way.
not everyone has good taste.
I think
It's
you're really
okay.
pretty, by the way. I just want to say that.
You too.
I do think you're pretty.
Okay, look, it's just to consider yourself a 10. It's delusional. It's delusional.
You know what it is? When you think you're a 10,
Then why did you ask our opinions of ourselves?
He didn't. It was.
when you think you're a 10,
He did.
you walk like a 10. And you believe like you're a 10. And you see yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm a 10. And you start to being socialized as a 10. Like you start walking into places and rooms and like you project that energy and people react to that energy
You think
and
so?
treat you accordingly.
You think so?
Hell yes.
I think that whole
I
fake
would-
it till you make it is just
I
bullshit.
No,
Yo.
I think that's true. I think thoughts are very powerful, and how we treat ourselves.
Yeah,
is
you
very
should have-
And
powerful.
also,
You
you take care of yourself like a 10.
You should obviously have
Yes.
positive feelings about yourself.
You're not gonna eat that
but
junk
you can
food.
still
You're
like
gonna go to the
be
gym.
operating. You can still be operating in reality and be like, yeah, I'm not among the most beautiful people in the world, but I still love myself and I'm still a good person. You need not be delusional to have positive feelings towards yourself. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I am the most intellectual I'm a 10 out of 10 in intellect. No, I'm not. I'm not a 10 out of 10 in my ability to articulate points. Sometimes I stutter. English is my second language. Like, I see my own faults. I try to work on them, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm a 10 out of 10 podcast host. No. I fuck this shit up half the time. It's cool. It's okay. I still do the fucking show. Like, it's all right. I try to work on it, but obviously we're talking about something very different here. We're talking about looks. It's just like, the confident thing would be to say, I'm a 5 and I accept that. I'm a 6, I'm a 7, and I accept that. I'm cool with that. I don't have a perfect XYZ, whatever it might be. So, yeah. Good talk. Anything else? You guys want anything else on that?
I don't know. I think
piece.
we're mixing up. I mean, it's fine to be confident, but you have to be able to go home at the end of the day and understand there's things you need to work on. Like, it's totally fine. You can portray confidence out in public, but you don't go around and say you're a 10 and then believe it. Like,
let me read the definition of delusional. Characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgments about external reality that are held despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary, typically as a symptom of a mental condition. Okay. Or having false or unrealistic beliefs or opinions based on or having faulty judgment mistaken. So, yeah.
Don't care.
I mean, that's fine, but like,
no, because like,
I'm not saying you guys are not attractive women.
Okay, you can say I'm delusional, whatever, but it has bring me nothing but positive experiences.
Literally,
Yeah.
I would actually argue.
So
What's wrong?
I'm not changing my ways.
You're stuck with yourself forever.
But I'm not saying you guys. I'm not saying you guys get like down on yourselves and just like sob in the mirror all day because of your physical appearance. I'm not saying that. Obviously, live your life in a positive way and move through the world in a positive way. But like a lot of people, when it comes to dating, right? I would argue that men value modesty in women far more than the reverse. Like, I think men maybe have a little bit more room because women value confidence. Men don't really value confidence in women. But modesty is a very attractive trait in women. And if you're not modest and you think you're hot, like, we don't want girls with big egos. And I think girls don't want men with big egos either.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. It is beyond hilarious to listen to the feminist talk about seeing themselves as a 10. Delusion is not reality. Feminism has failed you. How can the patriarchy save your miserable existence today?
Yeah, thank you, Grid One Motorsports. Cheers to you. I think what I was trying to say is that... Shit, I lost my train of thought. What I was trying to say was... Holy shit, I actually totally lost my train of thought. Did anybody have a response to what I was saying? I forgot.
No.
Oh, men valuing modesty. Yeah, like, it's not attractive to date a girl with a big fucking ego. Like, we want a girl who's modest. And like, okay. I'm fucking hot shit. Can't tell me nothing.
I mean, did you want us to say that word twos? Would that have been modest?
No, but like, okay, saying...
I think
they just want you to be honest.
There's a difference between confidence and cockiness, though, and you just asked us what we think about ourselves. Mm-hmm. We're not saying that that's what the world thinks of us, like, objectively. We're saying what we think of us because we were asked to rate ourselves 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but it's like a modesty check, this question.